So we're lucky enough that we got together in our office here at that magic moment, which is in the middle of an implementation, arguably one of the most challenging aspects of our relationship. Yep. You go through the sales process, and that's exciting. You can envision the solution, and then sometime after you go live, you're reaping the benefits of it. So sort of the pressure cooker's on right now.
Sure.
In the implementation. So I just wanted to ask you, how is that going, and how are your expectations being met at this stage in the project?
Well, I meet with the executives every week and talk about this, so I could, let you know from an overall company standpoint. It's not just my understanding, but it's theirs as well, that we've been very pleased from two different points. One point from our side of the company, a lot of our companies recognize that we need to make changes and we need to have to do something different in order to grow any further. So from that end, understanding to clean up our customer database and the rest of this, all the extra work that you need to do that has nothing to do with software is something that we've really adhered to, and it's been a pleasant surprise from our standpoint. The second point of it is working with a company like yours is knowing the leadership, because Wayne Automatic has not been through any kind of major implementation other than the initial install of the software we had in the beginning, and so they really don't know any other way, and they look for guidance, and we need a partner to work with on this. And whereas there's people like me who've been through implementations, that's not enough. You need other people that are really going to have to work with other people who they feel as comparable, and been able to trust them to take them to where they need to go, because they don't know what it looks like on the other side, but they just trust in working with the partners that they're going to get there, and that trust is definitely out there right now, and we feel very comfortable working as a partner with Solutions 360, and we have all the confidence in the world that we're going to be able to make our deadline, and it's going to be a successful implementation.
Okay, that's great. I was going to ask you what the key factors are to keep this on task, but you nailed those exactly, and it is very much that partnership, both sides identifying exactly what they need to do and actually following through on that.
Absolutely.
So I guess in summary, I really wanted to ask you, so the project is going to finish up in a few months, and then let's say 6 months after going live, how are you going to sit back and measure the success? You had the original objectives before you met us, and then you would have refined those when you met us and saw the solution. So 6 months after going live, how are you going to sit there and measure success?
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of factors that are going to be the measures of the success, some of which we're going to have to define as we go, but a lot of which is not going to be so much in the software itself, but it's going to be on how we've evolved with our business processes. Are we setting those measures? Are we looking at these measures on an ongoing basis, and is it helping us do our jobs? Is it helping us to be more reactive? Is it going to help us to be a better life safety company to help be there when people need us? So for example, with service and inspections, are we going to be able to be there to keep those fire systems in place and making sure that they're operating when the time really comes? So that's going to be the true measure. It's not something that I could put it on a 6-month basis,
right,
other than you could put analytics and things like that in there. But for us, it's more about the overall life safety aspect of it, and the fact that we're going to have the tools in place that's going to allow us to react quickly enough and be there when we're needed. That's what's going to be important, and that's going to be the measures.
Okay, great. Well, I can imagine after you benchmark going live day one, and 6 months and 12 months after that, you will have some tangible metrics to actually come back on that.
That goes without saying. I mean, from the other end of it, we are a business, and we are, you can't stay in business just trying to do the best job. You got to be successful and profitable as well, and having the metrics and everything else in place that Solutions 360 is going to help us provide, and while using Q360 to really set the measures and the benchmarks for which we're going to try to aspire to, that's going to be the real determining factor. A lot of that we don't have right now, and it's not because we don't want to be there. It's because we haven't been able to be there before. Now we're going to have that ability to really reach those goals and really allow each and every person, department, manager become accountable for their own area of the business, which makes us collectively accountable.
Okay, excellent. Well, listen, I know you've got a busy day, so I really want to thank you for your time, and
thank you.
And let's plan on following up in that at least 6 months from now.
I look forward to it. Thanks, John.
Thank you.